Hey everyone, how are you doing today? It is Saturday, April the 11th, I believe, 2020. I find it hard to keep track of the dates, but it is the day before Easter Sunday. I think Easter weekend of the year 2020 is going to go down as the strangest Easter weekend of our lifetime. At least I sincerely hope so. I don't know if I can handle much more weirdness than what we're experiencing right now. But I was wondering how many people are feeling the same way I am, which is a sense of being overwhelmed by the sheer volume of news and information we're getting about COVID-19. It seems that when you open up any form of social media or turn on the TV or listen to the radio, it's the first thing that you see or hear. And it makes sense. I mean, it is the big global thing that's happening right now, and it has such a far-reaching impact. But it does get overwhelming. You know, there's just no getting away from it. And sometimes when we're going through these stressful times, we need to escape. It reminds me of the time my older son was diagnosed with autism. And that was such a huge adjustment for our family. Now, I suffer from anxiety and I periodically suffer from depression. And at the time my son was diagnosed with autism, I was going through postpartum depression after the birth of my younger son. So I was really not okay. When the autism diagnosis came down, I did what probably 95% of parents would do. I Googled autism and I spent as much time as I could reading everything I could and learning everything I could about autism, to the point where I was exhausting myself. I was hardly getting any sleep. And when my doctor found out about this, he said, listen, the clinic that gave you the diagnosis gave you a bundle of information to read, and that's really all you need right now. He pointed out that while I was doing all of this research and sifting through all of this information, I was neglecting myself. I was not managing my depression. I was not managing my anxiety. I was allowing myself to get sick, and I was just draining myself. And he said, look, from today, I want you to not look up anything on the internet that is related to autism for 30 days. And I honestly credit that advice for the fact that I got through that period of time, because he was right. Overwhelming myself with that information was not healthy for me. And as soon as I started to step back a little bit and give myself time to process in my own mind what the diagnosis meant for me and my family, and most importantly for my son, I was able to see things more clearly. And I'm finding that COVID-19 is a similar kind of thing. If you Google COVID-19, we get more than 9.5 billion hits. And that is really quite phenomenal. That is a lot of information about one topic. Here's the thing about Google and the internet. 90% of what you find on the internet is pure crap. And when you are in a heightened emotional state, when you are experiencing anxiety, or if you are experiencing stress as a result of socially isolating yourself, then you are not really in a great position to be able to tell which information is good and valid and relevant and which information is incorrect or misleading or just downright fear-mongering. That is why it is so important, for the sake of our mental health, to periodically take a step back from all of the news. We have to kind of ration how much we are exposing ourselves to. We need to sometimes scroll past all of those inflammatory posts and articles and links that we see on Facebook and Twitter. Sometimes we have to turn off the TV and just not listen to the news anymore. And look, don't get me wrong, awareness is important. We have to know what is going on. And for the sake of our own sanity, we need to give ourselves a break from the stress and the trauma and all of the ramifications this has on our mental health. We have to be able to filter the news we are receiving. Otherwise, we will just go crazy and we will drown underneath the weight of it all. So that is really my message for you over this long weekend. Not to hide your head in the sand. It's just important to be able to filter out the valid news from the crap and to take the time that we need to be still and to calm ourselves, to calm our minds, to calm our souls, and to spend time on things that are soothing for us. If we can all do that while we stay at home and wash our hands, I think we'll all come out of this a lot less stressed and maybe stronger, hopefully. If you are experiencing some mental health challenges as a result of all of this, I hear you, I am with you, and I would urge you to seek solace and seek support in places that you can trust and in people that you can trust. Have a great Easter weekend as much as you can. I know it's a little bit weird because we can't go to the gatherings and the celebrations that we are accustomed to. So we have to kind of find new ways of doing everything. But have as good a long weekend as you can. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.